offensive line is paid as the highest offensive line in the entire NFL. And they looked like one of the worst offensive lines in the entire NFL. How are you going to be paying your offensive line this much, yet they can't protect Matt Ryan? They can't make room for Jonathan Taylor to run. Doesn't make any sense. Matt Pryor, terrible. Never want to see him at left tackle again. Put Raymond there. Raymond can't be worse than Matt Pryor. And if he struggles, it's really good because he's going to struggle to get better. Pryor's not. Pryor is who he is. I said that. And he doesn't have much potential as Raymond does. So if Pryor's going to struggle, let Raymond struggle, but let Raymond learn and let Raymond improve. Quenton Nelson is the only bright spot, and he better frickin' be for $20 million a year. Center, Ryan Kelly, one of the highest paid in the league. He's not worth one of the highest paid centers in the league. He's okay. Not one of the highest paid centers good, but he's okay. Denny Pinter. I've warned you guys about Denny Pinter. I've warned you over and over again. Not a Denny Pinter fan. He's not good. We've seen it the last 2 weeks. He gets overpowered. He's not strong enough. He can't hold his base. Doesn't have good mechanics. Why did we expect him? How do we expect him to come in and be a good guard? He's not. He's a okay depth piece. He is not a starter. He's a good depth piece at center, not right guard. Braden Smith, you're paying him $18 million a year. Where's that gotten you? How has Braden Smith played? Not $18 million a year, like. Heck no, not even half that. So you could pay Nelson $20 million, Smith $18 million. Ryan Kelly is one of the highest paid centers in the league, but you can't bring back Chris Reed or Mark Lewinsky. You're preaching about the offensive line, and you're spending the most already. So why would it hurt to keep Lewinsky or Reed? What would be the difference? You're already paying a lot. You're always talking about the depth. You let both of them go, and the depth is terrible. The starting spot is terrible at right guard. So how are you going to preach about depth? How are you going to preach about keeping the team together, the offensive line good, the consistency? There is absolutely none of it. None of it. And then on top of that, it doesn't help when Frank Reich doesn't help chip with, maybe the tight ends, maybe the running backs. No, yeah, Frank Reich calls a lot of these empty sets. Matt Ryan all by himself, leaving all the offensive linemen on islands. I'm not confident with any of these offensive line. I'm not confident with any of these guys on an island on the offensive line besides Quenton Nelson. That's the truth. So, never want to see Pryor at left tackle again. I'd rather see Pryor at right guard. I think Pryor can be an okay right guard. Much better right guard than Pinter. Absolutely. And have Fries back up. If Pinter doesn't play well, put Fries in the right guard, please. Let Raymond start. I'd rather see a young guy with a lot of potential struggle because that means he can learn. He can watch film. He's going to need these struggling reps as it is, and they're going to come. So why not get them out of the way now, I guess? Not like it really matters because this Colts season is not looking good. I know I've been so negative and stuff, but, at the end of the day, what do you want? What could you do about this? It's just disgusting. Chris Ballard and Frank Reich have preached for the offensive line, the defensive line, the trenches, to be their main focus point. To have good depth. To have a good rotation on the defensive line. You don't even have starters that can get to the quarterback on the defensive line. Yannick Ngakoue has sucked. Kwity Paye, it's been okay. Grover Stewart, okay. Buckner, terrible. Kenny Moore, wants an extension? Yeah, forget about it. But back to the main point of this video, the offensive line, terrible. It's unacceptable to be paying them as the best offensive line in the NFL, yet they allow 5 sacks to Matt Ryan, constantly pressure on Matt Ryan. Matt Ryan constantly getting thrown to the ground. No room for Jonathan Taylor. It's sad. It's sad. So that's all I got for you guys in this video. Not a very long video, but I don't need much time to talk about how bad this offensive line is. Don't need much time because we've seen it. We've seen the score. We've seen what this offensive line is capable of. It's not what it was. I get it. It's difficult to replace like guys like Anthony Costanzo, but it's not very difficult to offer a guy like Mark Lewinsky or Chris Reed $5 or $6 million to stay. Because now you don't have good you don't have good starting right guard. You don't have good depth. You know, you have no good. You have no depth in this offensive line at all. Can't even fill the starters correctly. So that's all I got for you today. Thank you for tuning in to the JDW Sports Talk Show, where your fans welcome. This is JDW signing off.